On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Suburb.
An outlying district or residential area of a city or town, typically comprising middle-class and affluent neighborhoods.
Examples:
Suburb development, suburb life. He grew up in the suburbs, but always dreamed of living in the city.
Unintended.
Not planned or meant.
Examples:
Unintended bias, unintended misunderstanding. Excessive human interference in the global environment may bring unintended consequences.
Consequence.
The outcome of a particular action or event, especially relative to an individual.
Examples:
Unintended consequences. The consequence of an argument. These economic activities had disastrous environmental consequences.
Bunch.
A grouping of several similar things which are growing or fastened together.
Examples:
A bunch of trees. A bunch of schoolgirls. One bad apple spoils the whole bunch.
Tremendous.
Very great in degree or extent or amount or impact, extremely good.
Examples:
Tremendous amount. Tremendous popularity. We had a tremendous time yesterday.
Optimistic.
Hoping or expecting that good thing will happen or something will be successful.
Examples:
He is optimistic. Optimistic outlook. Most executives were optimistic about future business conditions.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
Develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Retrofit.
To put a new component or accessory into a machine that did not initially have it when manufactured.
Examples:
Retrofit an electronic system. Retrofit applications. A retrofit may involve putting in new door jambs.
Mall.
A large, enclosed shopping center that typically contains many stores, restaurants, and other businesses.
Examples:
Largest electronic mall. Mall crawler. Many people go to the shopping mall to socialize and spend time with friends.
Inhabit.
To live in a specific location, to reside.
Examples:
Inhabit a cave. Inhabit the stomach. I have no idea what sort of folks inhabit the neighborhood.
Reconstruct.
To build or form something again that has been damaged or destroyed.
Examples:
Reconstruct an image. Reconstruct the original text. They've decided to reconstruct a ruined castle.
Wetland.
Land that is saturated with water, either permanently or seasonally, such as swamps, marshes, and bogs.
Examples:
Wetland conservation. Wetland ecosystem. The wetland area was home to many different species of birds.
Retail.
The sale of goods or services to consumers, especially in small quantities, either directly to the end customer or through retail outlets.
Examples:
Retail store. A retail dealer. The retail industry has been affected by the rise of online shopping.
Opportune.
Suitable or happening at a time that is suitable or convenient for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Opportune occasion. An opportune remark. The phone rang at the most opportune time.
Sustainable.
Able to continue or be continued for a long time.
Examples:
Sustainable alternative fuel. Principles of sustainable development. The government should do more to support environmentally sustainable agriculture.
Landscape.
An expanse of scenery that can be seen in a single view, a large area of land, especially in the country and relating to its appearance.
Examples:
A peaceful landscape. Landscape painting. Recent electoral shocks have shaken the political landscape in Europe.
Convert.
To turn something into a different form, to transform.
Examples:
Convert fat into energy. Convert base 10 to base 16. I want to convert my sadness into strength.
Process.
A series of actions or operations performed to achieve a particular outcome or goal. A systematic procedure or approach used to accomplish a specific task or objective. A method of treating milk to make it suitable for consumption or use in other dairy products.
Examples:
Process improvement. Decision-making process. The process for applying for a visa can be lengthy and complicated.
Redirect.
To change the direction or course of something, to send in a different direction.
Examples:
Redirect traffic. Redirect attention. The government decided to redirect funding towards education and healthcare.
Communal.
Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples:
Communal swimming pool. Communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.
Boost.
To improve, raise, or increase something.
Examples:
Boost the economy. Boost flexibility. The new service helped boost net income by 10%.
Infrastructure.
The basic systems, services, or features that are necessary for an organization or country, such as transport and power supplies.
Examples:
IT infrastructure. Infrastructure cost. Aging societies tend to require huge costs for infrastructure maintenance.
Mention.
To speak or write about something or someone briefly.
Examples:
Mention name. Mention in a report. I mentioned to him that I had seen his sister at the grocery store earlier that day.
Perspective.
A certain attitude towards something, a particular style of thinking about something.
Examples:
A perspective view. Perspective of the battle. His father's death changed his whole perspective on life.
Climate.
The weather in a particular location averaged over some long period.
Examples:
A cold climate. Effects of climate change. Climate and weather have an impact on every part of our lifestyles.
Urban.
Relating to or located in a town or city.
Examples:
Urban planning. Urban property owners. Only a small number of urban utilities offer sanitation services.
Dweller.
A person or animal that lives in a particular place or region, an inhabitant of a specific location.
Examples:
City dweller. Rural dweller. The mountain dweller lived off the land and had a deep connection to nature.
Carbon.
A chemical element that can be found in pure form as diamond or graphite, and it is also an essential part of coal and oil and is found in all plants and animals.
Examples:
Carbon dioxide. Carbon emission. Trees absorb carbon dioxide and give off oxygen.
Footprint.
A mark of a foot, shoe, or animal's foot left on a surface.
Examples:
Footprints in the snow. The footprints of an earlier civilization. We choose transportation that has a smaller carbon footprint.
Suburbanite.
A person who lives in a suburban area, which is often a residential area near a larger city or urban center.
Examples:
Suburbanite neighborhood. Upscale suburbanite. The suburbanite lifestyle is often associated with a car-dependent culture.
Detached.
No longer connected or joined, showing lack of emotional involvement.
Examples:
A detached palace. Detached from reality. Their dream is to buy a detached house.
Exterior.
Situated in or suitable for the outdoors or outside of something.
Examples:
Glass exterior. New exterior design. For exterior walls surround the courtyard.
Leak.
To allow liquid or gas to get in or out from a hole or crack in a pipe or container.
Examples:
Leak data. Leak a classified memo. He leaked serious accounting irregularities that only people in the company's executive could know.
Strict.
Strongly limiting someone's freedom, allowing no deviation from a standard, rule, belief, etc.
Examples:
Strict compliance regime. In strict secrecy. Too strict a regulation for the private sector will stifle innovation.
Relative.
Considered and evaluated through comparison with something else.
Examples:
A remote relative. Relative factors. Most countries prohibit sexual activity between certain close relatives.
Greenhouse.
A building with walls and roof made chiefly of transparent material, such as glass, for growing plants in.
Examples:
Exotic plants in a greenhouse. Emissions of greenhouse gases. The greenhouse effect is a phenomenon that happens naturally.
Emission.
The act of production or sending out gas, heat, light, etc.
Examples:
Global emissions of greenhouse gases. The emission of light. There are 5 distinct emissions at 5 unique wavelengths.
Urbanize.
To make an area more urban in character or nature, often through the development and expansion of cities or towns.
Examples:
Urbanize a region. Urbanize transportation systems. The government plans to urbanize the rural area by building more housing units and improving transportation infrastructure.
Dependence.
The state or condition of relying or depending on someone or something else, a relationship in which one person or thing is influenced, controlled, or supported by another.
Examples:
Dependence on technology. Financial dependence. The patient's dependence on painkillers became a serious concern for their healthcare team.
Fuel.
A substance that is typically burned to generate heat or energy.
Examples:
Biomass fuel. Smokeless fuel. The manufacturing sector was most severely impacted by the fuel scarcity.
Efficiency.
The state or quality of doing something well with no waste of input such as time or money.
Examples:
Better fuel efficiency. An energy efficiency. Our company must continue to strive for greater efficiency.
Technological.
Based on scientific and industrial progress.
Examples:
Technological advancement. Technological policy. Technological advances have disrupted many industries.
Increasingly.
More and more.
Examples:
Increasingly become common. Face increasingly complicated challenges. Our company found it increasingly difficult to keep up with the competition.
Sedentary.
Characterized by or involving a lot of sitting or little physical activity, inactive or lacking in exercise or movement.
Examples:
Sedentary desk job. Sedentary behavior. His sedentary lifestyle and lack of exercise contributed to his declining health.
Alarming.
Causing concern or apprehension, causing a feeling of danger, harm, or emergency, unsettling or disturbing.
Examples:
Alarming news. Alarming statistics. The sudden rise in crime rates in our neighborhood is quite alarming.
Obesity.
The condition of being significantly overweight, typically defined as having a body mass index, BMI, of 30 or greater.
Examples:
Obesity-related diseases. Suffer from obesity. The prevalence of obesity has increased significantly in recent years.
Trigger.
To make something happen suddenly, to cause something such as a device, machine, etc., to function.
Examples:
Trigger a biochemical response. Trigger inflation. The incident triggered a political controversy.
Disease.
A disorder or illness that affects the body or mind, often characterized by specific symptoms or abnormal functioning of organs or systems.
Examples:
Disease prevention. Disease control. The doctor diagnosed him with a rare disease that had no known cure.
Diabetes.
A medical condition in which the body cannot produce enough insulin to control the glucose levels in the blood.
Examples:
Juvenile diabetes. Diabetes patient. My father was tested for diabetes.
Escalate.
To increase in intensity, size, or severity, to make something greater, worse, or more serious.
Examples:
escalate into a major international incident. To escalate. The situation quickly escalated and turned violent.
Afford.
To have enough money or time to be able to buy or do something.
Examples:
afford to buy a new car. Afford a high travel cost. He cannot afford a holiday.
Affordable.
Not expensive and able to pay.
Examples:
affordable housing. Affordable solution. The automaker has been providing affordable car financing options since last year.
Expansion.
The process of becoming larger or more extensive, or the result of this process.
Examples:
industrial expansion. Expansion project. The company is undergoing an expansion, opening new locations in several states.
Generation.
All the people born and living at about the same time, regarded collectively, the production of heat or electricity.
Examples:
generation gap. The generation of electricity. The younger generation has different values and beliefs than the older one.
Qualify.
To reach the standard or fulfill the requirement of ability or knowledge needed to do a particular job or receive a particular benefit or privilege.
Examples:
qualify as a candidate. Qualify for membership. The top 3 teams in this tournament qualify for the Olympics.
Wipe.
To clean or dry something by rubbing with a piece of cloth or paper or one's hand and removing dirt, food, or liquid.
Examples:
wipe off dirt. Wipe with water. Please wipe your sweat with this towel.
Transport.
A system for moving people or products from one location to another using automobiles, roads, and so on.
Examples:
transport facilities. Access to public transport. Enhanced rail transportation is crucial for our business.
Instance.
A particular example or single occurrence of something.
Examples:
for instance. Notable instance. These articles cite 5 instances of climate change.
Fig.
A sweet and soft edible fruit with many seeds or a tree on which these grow.
Examples:
fig marigold. Fig tree. He ate the dried figs he had preserved.
Buck.
A male deer, a unit of currency, especially the US dollar, a sudden jolt or movement, a young man, verb, to resist or oppose something, such as an authority, trend, or convention. Buck the trend. Extra buck. I spotted a majestic buck with large antlers standing at the forest's edge.
Gallon.
A unit for measuring volume. In the US, it is equal to about 3.79 liters, and in the UK, Canada, and other countries, it is equal to about 4.55 liters.
Examples:
5-gallon square can. 10-gallon hat. The imperial gallon was standardized legally by the British Empire.
Mathematics.
The science dealing with the logic of quantities, shapes, spaces, and arrangement.
Examples:
A good grounding in mathematics. Mathematics competition. He has a flair for mathematics.
Leafy.
Covered with or having many leaves, of or relating to plants that produce many leaves, especially those that are broad and flat.
Examples:
Leafy canopy. Leafy suburbs. The neighborhood is known for its leafy trees and verdant gardens.
Privacy.
Someone's right to keep their personal matters and relationships not watched or interrupted by other people.
Examples:
Privacy abuse. Trespass on a person's privacy. This conduct would be an invasion of privacy.
Soulless.
Having no attractive or exciting character that makes people happy, lacking sensitivity or the capacity for deep feeling.
Examples:
He is soulless and mechanical. In a soulless manner. She is sitting in a tree with a soulless look after hearing the news.
Commerce.
The activity of buying and selling things, especially on a large scale.
Examples:
Interstate commerce. The local chamber of commerce. This company has invested heavily in internet commerce.
Strip.
To remove the surface from something. Noun, a sizable narrow piece of something such as paper, metal, cloth, etc., or area of land, sea, etc.
Examples:
Strip a tire off. Coast strip. The doctor advised him to strip down for a check.
Practical.
Of or connected with actual use or real situation rather than with theory and ideas.
Examples:
Practical English. Gain practical experience. Her concept is highly practical and helpful.
Topic.
A subject that is being discussed or written about.
Examples:
A serious topic. The topic of the book. The topic of the discussion was the current state of the economy.
Vary.
To become different in terms of size, shape, etc.
Examples:
Vary according to the age. Vary directly with the price. Maximum heart rates vary a lot for each individual.
Demographic.
A statistic characterizing that describes people or groups of people based on their age, sex, income, etc.
Examples:
demographic analyses, demographic policy. Several demographic indicators correlate with care admission.
Shift.
A slight transition in position, direction, or trend.
Examples:
Doppler shift, major paradigm shift. Could you help me shift some furniture?
Dominance.
The state or quality of being the most powerful or influential person or group.
Examples:
Dominance of traits, dominance relationship. The company has maintained its dominance in the market for several years.
Retiring.
Withdrawing from a position or activity, or becoming more secluded or reserved.
Examples:
Near retiring age, a retiring pension. The retiring CEO passed on the reins to his successor.
Gap.
A conspicuous disparity or difference separates something such as a figure, people, their opinions, situation, etc.
Examples:
The gap between ideal and reality. Distance gap. Many people are working together to close the gender gap.
Rear.
At, toward, or near the back part of something. Verb, to look after a child until it is an adult.
Examples:
The rear gate. Rear children. The player quickly went to the rear side of the defender.
Demography.
The study of the statistics of human populations, such as size, growth, density, distribution, and vital statistics.
Examples:
Demography study. The city's demography report. The demography of the country is changing rapidly due to migration and the aging population.
Predict.
To state beforehand that something will happen in the future, mainly based on knowledge or experience.
Examples:
Predict the future. Predict when she will arrive. It's notoriously challenging to predict birth rates.
Consume.
To spend something, especially fuel, energy, or time, in a large amount.
Examples:
Consume a large of alcohol. Consume electricity. A smaller car will consume less fuel.
Boom.
A sudden increase in economic activity, or a sudden happening that brings good fortune, a deep, loud, and prolonged sound.
Examples:
Boom in sales. A sonic boom. The high technology industry is enjoying a boom.
Dynamic.
Having a lot of energy, ideas, and enthusiasm and a strong personality, of or relating to dynamics, equals the branch of physics and engineering concerned with the forces that cause motions of bodies.
Examples:
A dynamic market. Dynamic person. The sprinter has a dynamic way of running.
Sheer.
Complete or total, often used to emphasize the extreme or uncompromising nature of something, not mixed with anything else, transparent or nearly transparent.
Examples:
Sheer cliff. Sheer fabric. The sheer beauty of the sunset left us in awe.
Underperform.
To perform less successfully or effectively than expected, needed, or desired. To fail to meet one's own or others' expectations or standards.
Examples:
Underperform expectations. Underperform the market. The team underperformed in the championship game, leading to their defeat.
Asphalt.
A black, sticky substance that is used to surface roads, roofs, and other structures made from a mixture of sand, gravel, and a petroleum-based material called bitumen.
Examples:
Asphalt pavement. Asphalt driveway. The road crew was laying fresh asphalt on the highway.
Indie.
Short for independent, relating to a style or genre of music, film, or literature that is produced without the backing or support of a major commercial company, often associated with a DIY, do-it-yourself, ethos or subculture.
Examples:
Indie music. Indie film. This restaurant is known for its indie approach to cuisine, using locally sourced and sustainable ingredients.
Refer.
To direct someone's attention, thoughts, or questions to another source or person, to mention, cite, or allude to something as evidence or support.
Examples:
Refer to a book. Refer to a map. Please refer to the instruction manual for further assistance.
Post-war.
Relating to the period following a war, particularly World War II, characterized by the rebuilding and recovery of countries and societies.
Examples:
Post-war years. Post-war society. The post-war period was marked by economic growth and rebuilding efforts.
Downtown.
In or towards the central area of a town or city.
Examples:
Downtown building. Downtown traffic. He decided to take a walk downtown area to explore the city.
Leapfrog.
A children's game in which players take turns jumping over each other's stooped backs.
Examples:
Leapfrog game. Leapfrog technology. During recess, the children played a game of leapfrog in the schoolyard.
Sprawl.
To sit, lie, or fall with one's arms and legs spread out.
Examples:
Sprawl out luxuriously on the sofa. Sprawl for acres. The lush vegetation sprawls across the wonderfully landscaped gardens.
Locate.
To specify or determine the exact position of someone or something.
Examples:
Locate a missing pet. Locate a tumor. The robot can accurately locate construction material.
Deck.
A flat surface that is usually made of wood or other material and is attached to a building, vehicle, or other structure.
Examples:
Deck chairs. Hands on deck. She sat on the ship's deck, watching the sunset over the ocean.
Economy.
The system by which a country or region produces, manages, and distributes goods and services, including the money and finances involved in these activities, of an airline, the lowest priced, most basic option for seating in commercial travel.
Examples:
Economy of scale. Economy class. The economy of the country is struggling due to the recent political instability.
Strategy.
A detailed plan of action designed to achieve a long-term or overall goal.
Examples:
Military strategy. Develop a strategy. Our plan includes a comprehensive marketing strategy.
Studio.
A room or building where creative or artistic work is produced, a television or radio production company.
Examples:
A photo studio. Music studio. She works at a recording studio in Los Angeles.
Troupe.
A group of actors, dancers, or performers who work together as a team, typically in a theatrical or musical production.
Examples:
Troupe rehearsal. Circus troupe. The theater troupe is performing Hamlet this weekend.
Revenue.
The income that a government receives from taxes or that a company earns from its business.
Examples:
Tax revenue. Annual revenue. This graph indicates the city's tourism revenue over 5 years.
Institutionalize.
To establish or make something a part of an institution, equals a place such as a university, hospital, etc.
Examples:
Institutionalize a system. Institutionalize customary laws. The new policy aims to institutionalize the use of renewable energy sources.
Nurse.
A healthcare professional who is trained to provide care for the sick or injured. Verb, to try to cure by special care or treatment of an illness or injury.
Examples:
nurse practitioner, a volunteer nurse. The night shift nurse checked my vital signs before administering the medication.
Church.
A building or institution dedicated to religious worship or activities, a Christian religious organization or denomination.
Examples:
church bell, small church. The church on the corner is hosting a free community meal tonight.
Grocery.
A shop that sells food and other household items.
Examples:
the grocery business, run a grocery. I will go to the grocery store to buy food for dinner.
Addition.
The act or process of adding something to something else, the process of adding numbers.
Examples:
chemical addition, addition of vectors. In addition, private corporations provide healthcare services.
Adaptive.
Capable of adjusting to new situations or changing conditions.
Examples:
the adaptive coloring, adaptive technology. The adaptive learning system adjusts the difficulty level of the lessons based on the student's performance.
Reuse.
To use something again or more than once.
Examples:
reuse the materials, reuse existing knowledge. The supermarket encourages shoppers to reuse plastic bags.
Swale.
A shallow depression or low-lying area of land, often found in a landscape with gentle slopes, which may serve to collect water or direct its flow, and they can also be used as a landscaping technique for stormwater management.
Examples:
swale drainage, roadside swale. The construction site implemented a swale system to prevent erosion and sediment runoff.
Runoff.
The occurrence of surplus liquid such as water that exceeds the limit or capacity, another competition, election, race, etc., following a tie or inconclusive outcome.
Examples:
agricultural runoff, primary runoff election. Industrial runoff and wind-blown debris are prime examples of pollution.
Phoenix.
A mythical bird that is said to live for several hundred years before dying in flames and then rising again from its ashes, a symbol of rebirth, regeneration, or immortality.
Examples:
phoenix rising, phoenix feather. A local artist created the phoenix sculpture in the park.
Gourmet.
Relating to high-quality food, especially that which is prepared with great skill and care, referring to someone who has refined or discerning taste in food.
Examples:
gourmet techniques, gourmet coffee. The hotel boasts a gourmet restaurant that serves only the finest foods and wines.
Underestimate.
To think or suppose that a quantity, price, or size is smaller than it is.
Examples:
Underestimate an enemy. Underestimate the probability. They frequently underestimated their abilities and felt inferior.
Destination.
The place to which someone or something is going or being sent, the ultimate purpose or goal of a journey or action.
Examples:
Travel destination. Romantic destinations. I am excited to reach my destination and explore the new city finally.
Estate.
A large piece of land with an impressive house on it, often owned by a wealthy family, all of a person's possessions and assets at the time of their death, an area of land considered as a unit in terms of ownership, use, or taxation.
Examples:
Estate agent. Real estate transaction. The wealthy businessman left his entire estate to his children when he died.
Proclaim.
To announce or state something publicly and forcefully.
Examples:
Proclaim victory. Proclaim law. The leader proclaimed a state of emergency in the country.
Distance.
The amount of space between 2 points, measured in units such as miles, meters, or kilometers, the extent, scope, or range between two things, such as distance or emotional distance.
Examples:
Driving distance. Social distance. The marathon runner covered a long distance in a short amount of time.
Sociologist.
A person who studies the institutions and development of human society.
Examples:
Religious sociologist. French sociologist. Sociologist studies the changes in family structure due to modernization.
Hunger.
A strong desire or craving for something, a feeling of discomfort or weakness caused by lack of food, a chronic condition of insufficient food intake and malnutrition.
Examples:
Hunger pangs. Chronic hunger. Many people in the world suffer from hunger and malnourishment every day.
Dramatic.
Very sudden, very excellent, or full of action and excitement.
Examples:
Make dramatic changes. A dramatic rescue at sea. The statement had a dramatic impact on house prices.
Scrape.
To draw something along a rough or hard surface, typically to remove dirt or other matter.
Examples:
Scrape meat off a bone. Scrape a hole in the ground. He scraped the mud off his boots before entering the house. To build again or anew.
Examples:
Rebuild a company. Rebuild communities. They are planning to rebuild the house after the fire.
Density.
The quality of compactness of a substance.
Examples:
Population density. Higher pixel density. Do you know the density of the population in Hong Kong?
Compact.
Closely and firmly united or packed together, using very little space, smaller than is usual.
Examples:
A compact camera. Extremely compact device. Two countries acted together as if by compact.
Increment.
A regular increase in the amount of something, such as money, a process of becoming larger, longer, or more important.
Examples:
Steady incremental growth. Small increments. The bid increment for this auction is $100.
Commons.
The House of Commons, which is one of the two houses of Parliament, a piece of land or an area set aside for public use, often used for recreation or grazing livestock, a shared or public resource.
Examples:
The Creative Commons license. Community commons. The tragedy of the commons is an economic theory explaining how individual actions can deplete shared resources.
Gradual.
Happening slowly over a long period of time or distance, not steep or abrupt.
Examples:
A gradual process. A gradual change. The country experienced a gradual increase in population.
Transformation.
A complete change in form, nature, or appearance of someone or something.
Examples:
The transformation of a tadpole into a frog. Cast a transformation spell. Understanding unitary transformations of a normal matrix require considerable mathematical sophistication.
Approve.
To think that someone or something is favorable, acceptable, or appropriate, to officially accept a plan, request, etc.
Examples:
Approve a measures. Unanimously approve a resolution. My boss wouldn't approve of the plan.
Residential.
Relating to, suitable for, or used for living in.
Examples:
A residential district. Residential property. The city's residential area is known for its quiet streets and beautiful homes.
Infill.
To fill in or complete a space, usually by adding material to fill gaps or voids. Noun, the act of filling in or adding material to a space or gap, often used in construction or architecture to describe the process of filling in open spaces in a building or development.
Examples:
Infill development. Infill the cavity with a dental filling. The construction workers will infill the trench with concrete.
Expand.
To increase or to make something greater in size, number, or importance.
Examples:
expand a lineup. Expand agricultural output. They hope to expand their business worldwide.
Transit.
The act or process of passing through or across a place or state, transportation.
Examples:
a transit visa. Mass transit. Public transit is an essential service for many cities.
Decide.
To make up someone's mind about something, to come to a conclusion or judgment after considering options.
Examples:
decide a question. Decide on a course of action. She couldn't decide whether to order the pizza or the pasta for dinner.
Insert.
To put something inside something else.
Examples:
insert coin. Insert a graphic. She inserted a new chapter into her manuscript.
Apartment.
A self-contained living unit within a larger building or complex, typically consisting of one or more rooms or an open space used for living, cooking, and sleeping.
Examples:
rented apartment. Furnished apartment. I am seeking a spacious apartment with a balcony and a parking spot.
Condo.
A type of housing where each unit is individually owned, while common areas are jointly owned and managed.
Examples:
luxury condo. Condo segment. The young couple was searching for their first condo in the city.
Subdivision.
A smaller part of something that is divided into such parts.
Examples:
an administrative subdivision. Subdivision of cells. The city is divided into several smaller subdivisions.
Buffer.
A device, material, or person that reduces the impact or effect of an external force or provides protection against harm or damage.
Examples:
a buffer between the quarreling parents. Use a buffer to reduce noise. Using a password manager can act as a buffer against hackers who try to steal your personal information.
Eventually.
Finally, particularly after a long time or a lot of struggle, complications, and so on.
Examples:
eventually become obsolete. Eventually succeed. The corporation eventually dominated the entire tobacco business.
Probable.
Likely to happen or likely to be true.
Examples:
probable outcome. probable cause of a fire. It seems probable that he has forgotten our scheduled meeting.
Extend.
To broaden in scope, range, or area.
Examples:
extend the warranty. Extend a line. Her visit will extend from Monday to Friday.
Announce.
To make something known or officially inform people about something.
Examples:
announce candidacy. Announce the award winners. The third season of the anime show has been announced.
Funk.
A feeling of sadness or depression, a low or unenergetic mood, a type of music that combines jazz, soul, and R&B.
Examples:
funk music. Get in a funk. When she heard about her friend's illness, she fell into a deep funk that lasted for days.
Attractive.
Immensely appealing in look or sound, having characteristics or qualities that make something appealing and valuable.
Examples:
attractive men. Attractive opportunity. The growth of the sharing economy is attractive for tech companies.
Employ.
To give somebody a job and pay them for it, to make use of.
Examples:
employ job seekers. Employ a new method. When making arrests, police officers frequently employ excessive force.
Construct.
To build or create something, to assemble or combine different parts to form something whole.
Examples:
construct a 3D image. Construct a dam. He constructs hypotheses that no mathematician has ever imagined before.
Massive.
Enormous amount, very heavy and solid.
Examples:
massive amounts. Massive stars. The recent economic downturn has resulted in massive layoffs.
Array.
A large group or collection of things or people, especially one that is impressive or attractive.
Examples:
a two-dimensional array. An array of troops. The customer on the internet has to choose one from a formidable array of products.
Turbine.
A machine that rotates to generate power from fluids such as water or gas.
Examples:
turbine energy. Turbine airfoil. The wind turbines were spinning rapidly, generating clean energy for the nearby town.
Acre.
A unit of land area in the U.S. customary system and the British imperial system, equal to 4,840 square yards, equals 4,047 square meters.
Examples:
half-acre parcel. An acre of forest. The farm covers over 200 acres of land.
Heyday.
A period of success or popularity, the peak or prime of something.
Examples:
The heyday of rock music. High-tech heyday. The restaurant was famous in its heyday for its delicious food and famous patrons.
Promenade.
A stroll or walk, often taken in a public place or park, a public place for walking or strolling, often filled with shops or vendors, a dance movement in which the partners move around the floor in a circle or similar pattern.
Examples:
Evening promenade. Promenade in the park. The boardwalk by the beach was a beautiful promenade for tourists and locals alike.
Depart.
To go away or leave, especially to start a journey.
Examples:
Arrive and depart on time. Depart from the faith. We departed before the temperature fell below zero.
Multi-story.
Referring to a building or structure that has multiple floors or levels, characterized or designed for multiple stories or levels.
Examples:
Multi-story mall. Multi-story car park. The multi-story building had a stunning rooftop garden.
Adapt.
To make fit for or change to suit a new purpose or environment.
Examples:
Adapt fully to the environment. Adapt as needed. I advised him to adapt to his new surroundings.
Build out.
The process of constructing, expanding, or renovating a physical structure, such as a building or infrastructure for utilities.
Examples:
Restaurant build out. Network build out. The company's build out of new stores nationwide allowed them to increase its market reach.
Connectivity.
The state or quality of being connected or interconnected, the ability of devices, systems, or networks to communicate with and exchange information with each other.
Examples:
Digital connectivity. Global connectivity. The hotel offers high-speed internet connectivity for all its guests.
Prompt.
To make someone decide to or try to do something, or to make something happen.
Examples:
Prompt a feeling of hunger. Prompt a debate. That incident prompted a nationwide chain reaction regarding the crackdown on illegal groups.
Bulldoze.
To level or clear an area of land using a bulldozer equals a large, heavy vehicle with a blade on the front, to use force or the threat of force to make them do something or to get them to move out of the way.
Examples:
Bulldoze a mound. Bulldoze a person into buying. They bulldozed the old building to make way for a new one.
Plow.
A farming implement used for breaking up and turning over the soil, especially before planting. Verb, to turn over and break up the soil in preparation for planting crops.
Examples:
Plow equipment. Deeply plow the soil. The farmer tied the yoke oxen to the plow.
Systemic.
Affecting or related to the whole of something, especially the human body or a society.
Examples:
The systemic arteries. Systemic reforms of the organization. This vaccine causes mild systemic side effects.
Corridor.
A hallway or passageway, especially one connecting rooms or areas within a building or structure.
Examples:
Walk along a corridor. Air corridor. The long corridor was filled with people rushing to get to their rooms before the meeting began.
Boulevard.
A wide street or avenue, often lined with trees and featuring multiple lanes of traffic, sidewalks, and sometimes a central median or promenade.
Examples:
Tree-lined boulevard. Residential boulevard. The new shopping center is on a bustling boulevard in the city's heart.
Transform.
To change an outward structure or looks.
Examples:
Transform an education system. Transform heat into power. My father's death transformed my life completely.
Ugly.
Unattractive in appearance, unpleasant to look at.
Examples:
An ugly sound. Ugly building. The ugly truth was that he had been lying to her for months.
Undesirable.
Not wanted or looked upon favorably, unwanted or unpleasant in nature, character, or appearance.
Examples:
Undesirable outcome. Undesirable behavior. The smell of the garbage was very undesirable.
Dignify.
To make something worthy of respect or honor, to elevate or give importance to something that may otherwise be considered insignificant.
Examples:
Dignify the role. Dignify the occasion. It's important to dignify other people's opinions and not dismiss them without consideration.
Hop.
To jump lightly and quickly on one foot or both feet, to move rapidly from one place to another, to travel using an aircraft, bus, etc.
Examples:
Hop on one foot. Hop from one place to another. The rabbit hopped over the fence.
Attract.
To draw or entice someone or something towards them through the qualities they have, especially positive ones.
Examples:
Attract attention. Attract customers. The government is eager to attract international investment.
Densify.
To make something denser or more compact, to increase the concentration, intensity, or density of something, to bring things closer together.
Examples:
Densify soil. Densify classroom sizes. The city plans to densify the downtown area by building taller, more compact buildings.
Flint.
A hard, gray stone that can produce sparks when struck with steel used historically to start fires. A type of microcrystalline quartz used for making tools, weapons, and jewelry.
Examples:
Flint tools. The flint on my lighter. The archaeologist found a flint arrowhead on the dig site.
Burgeon.
To grow or develop rapidly, especially in a healthy or vigorous way.
Examples:
Burgeon rapidly. Burgeon from every corner. The city's art scene has been burgeoning recently, with new galleries and exhibitions popping up regularly.
Movement.
A group of people working together to achieve a shared goal, especially a political, social, or artistic one, the process of moving or being moved, physically or figuratively.
Examples:
A circular movement. Movement of troops. The movement of the dancers on stage was graceful and elegant.
Victory.
A success in a game, competition, election, or battle, or the knowledge that you have won.
Examples:
Victory in the law court. Victory over terrorism. We are optimistic about our final victory.
Aspect.
One part or feature of a situation, problem, subject, etc.
Examples:
Non-technical aspects of the job. Aspects of social, political, and economic life. His professional experience includes all aspects of media production.
Restore.
To repair or return something or someone to a previous good state or position.
Examples:
Restore order. Restore the emperor to the throne. The military regime has promised to restore democracy as soon as possible.
Ecology.
The study of the relationships between living organisms, including humans, and their physical environment.
Examples:
Science of ecology. The ecology of the island. Many companies are now enthusiastically embracing the knowledge of ecology for sustainable development.
Lakeside.
Also lakeshore or lakefront, the edge or shore of a lake, an area adjacent to a lake.
Examples:
Lakeside view. Lakeside cabin. The lakeside resort was a perfect destination for a romantic getaway.
Property.
A thing or things that belong to someone.
Examples:
a man of property, chemical property. He stood to inherit $1 million property.
Invest:
To put money, effort, time, etc. into something to make a profit or achieve a result.
Examples:
Invest in stocks. Invest capital. The government should view children as national assets and actively invest in them.
Adjacent:
Next to, close to, or adjoining something.
Examples:
Adjacent to his house. Adjacent houses. Our country has military alliances with adjacent countries.
Wavy:
Characterized by a series of curves, undulations, or bends that create a rippled or serpentine appearance, not straight or flat.
Examples:
Wavy pattern. Wavy sea. The model's hair was long and wavy, cascading down her back in soft waves.
Creek:
A small, narrow stream or waterway, a narrow, winding passage between cliffs or hills.
Examples:
Creek bed. A dry creek. The sound of the babbling creek provided a soothing backdrop for campers and outdoor enthusiasts.
Daylight:
The natural light produced by the sun during the day, especially in contrast to artificial light or darkness.
Examples:
Daylight hours. Natural daylight. The view of the city skyline from the top of the building looked amazing in the daylight.
Culvert:
A tunnel or pipe that carries water or drains under a road or embankment.
Examples:
Clogged culvert. Driveway culvert. The culvert under the road helps redirect water away from the area during heavy rain.
Improvisation:
The act of making something up on the spot or creating or performing something without preparation.
Examples:
Improvisation on stage. Jazz improvisation. He created a beautiful piece of music using only improvisation.
Contribution:
The act of giving something, especially money, to a particular cause or organization, a voluntary gift as of money or service or ideas made to some worthwhile cause.
Examples:
Make a positive contribution. Contribution to society. His contribution to the charity was a generous donation of money.
Habitat:
The type of natural environment in which an organism or group usually lives or occurs.
Examples:
A marine habitat. Threatened habitat. The habitat of this bird is freshwater areas and saltwater marshes.
Metropolitan:
Of or relating to a large city or a city that is considered to be the cultural or economic center of a region or country.
Examples:
Major metropolitan area. Metropolitan city. The city is a true metropolitan, with a diverse population and bustling streets.
Encouraging.
Giving hope, confidence, or support, inspiring.
Examples:
Encouraging approval. Encouraging sign. The test results were encouraging and showed improvement.
Slide.
To move or cause to move smoothly along a surface without interruption.
Examples:
Slide a card across the table. Slide a glance. If necessary, you can slide the front seats forward.
Reverse.
To change something's direction, order, position, decision, etc., to the opposite one, adjective, directed or moving toward the rear.
Examples:
Reverse the trend. Reverse the order. The restaurant reversed a ban on smoking.
Rail.
A long, thin piece of metal or wood that is used to make fences or as a support for something. Verb, to complain bitterly.
Examples:
Rail system. Rail against his enemies. The children leaned over the bridge rail to watch the fish swimming below.
Stream.
A small, narrow river, a continuous flow of something, such as liquid, gas, people, vehicles, etc.
Examples:
The stream of time. An endless stream of cars. Jet streams are the common name for air currents that form high in the atmosphere.
Extreme.
Very great in amount or degree.
Examples:
Extreme sports. Extreme weather events. Solar gravity creates extreme pressures and temperatures.
Viable.
Capable of being done as intended, able to succeed.
Examples:
Achieve a viable relationship. Develop a viable therapy. Male gorillas with good drumming skills are more viable.
Transfer.
To move, pass, or change from one person, place, or situation to another.
Examples:
Transfer a file. Transfer power. She transferred the money from her savings account to her checking account.
Improve.
To make or become better.
Examples:
Improve a process. Improve the test score. We want to improve ties between our two countries.
Architectural.
Of or relating to the design and construction of buildings and other structures and the features and style of such structures.
Examples:
Study architectural engineering. Beautiful architectural landmarks. The architectural style of the building was a mix of modern and traditional.
Democracy.
A form of government in which the people have the authority to deliberate and decide legislation, or to choose governing officials to do so.
Examples:
Democracy advocate. Principles of democracy. Democracy often entails inclusive capitalism as well.
Protest.
A strong expression of disagreement, disapproval, or opposition.
Examples:
Hold a protest. A silent protest. He left the party in protest at its radical political stance.
Accuse.
To charge or criticize someone with a crime or wrongdoing.
Examples:
Accuse his rudeness. Accuse each other. The witness accused the defendant of committing the robbery.
Foe.
Not genuine, fake, or artificial, made to resemble something that it is not.
Examples:
Faux painting. Faux fur. She was embarrassed to realize her designer handbag was a faux leather knockoff.
Instant.
Happening immediately, with no delay.
Examples:
Get instant access. An instant reply. His pleasant face turned cold in an instant.
Phony.
Not genuine, counterfeit, insincere, pretentious.
Examples:
Phony excuse. Phony smile. He's a phony salesman who promises things he can't deliver.
Hybrid.
Composed of different elements or mixed characters.
Examples:
New hybrid system. An interspecific hybrid. The mule is a hybrid between a male donkey and a female horse.
Ratio.
The relative size or amount of one thing to another, typically expressed in the form of a fraction or decimal.
Examples:
Debt-to-income ratio. Ratio of boys to girls. The ratio of water to sugar in the recipe is 1:2.
Population.
The total number of people in a country, region, or location.
Examples:
Population change. Labor population. In just 4 years, the population has doubled.
Diverse.
Including numerous categories of individuals or entities, various.
Examples:
Diverse backgrounds. A person of diverse talents. New York is a city with a diverse ethnic population.
Typical.
Having the usual characteristics or traits of a specific group of things.
Examples:
Typical leader. Fairly typical symptoms. This artwork is typical of her work.
Wince.
To make a slight involuntary grimace or shrinking movement due to pain, distress, or embarrassment. Noun, a facial expression or bodily gesture of pain, discomfort, or embarrassment in response to an unpleasant or unwelcome stimulus.
Examples:
Wince at the sound. A slight wince. He winced as he saw his favorite vase fall and shatter on the ground.
Layout.
The way in which the parts of something are arranged or set out.
Examples:
A keyboard layout. The layout of a book. He designed the layout of the office to maximize efficiency.
Compromise.
To settle a problem or disagreement by mutual concession.
Examples:
Compromise the matter. Cannot compromise anymore. They never compromised on development, despite the lack of funds.
Architecture.
The art and science of designing and constructing buildings.
Examples:
Architecture design. Classic architecture. The city is known for its impressive architecture and beautiful old buildings.
Cult.
A small religious group, especially one that is not part of a larger religion and that is regarded as outside the norm, followers of an exclusive system of beliefs and practices.
Examples:
Cult members. Cult's practices. The cult leader promised his followers that they would achieve enlightenment if they followed his teachings.
Adolescent.
A young person who is in the process of developing from a child into an adult.
Examples:
Adolescent girl. Pre-adolescent children. Timely education about birth control might help reduce adolescent pregnancies.
Zone.
A specific area, region, or section that is marked off or defined in some way.
Examples:
Time zone. Zone defense. He was reluctant to leave his comfort zone and try something new.
Diet.
The food and drink that a person, animal, or community eats and drinks regularly, a legislative assembly in certain countries, for example, Japan.
Examples:
Eat a vegetarian diet. Diet approval. A balanced diet is more important for health than supplements.